Welcome to your multidimensional journey. This is Tracy Canberra, and today we're diving deep into multitasking and multidimensionality because multitasking is over. It's gone, it's dead, it's kaput, it is finito. Instead, we are going multidimensional. Spirit is telling us that we were used to juggling a lot of tasks until the ascension energies really started to intensify last year. That's why last summer we were moving from hustle to subtle. We can't hustle anymore. It's not conducive to our ascension journey. We don't have to hustle. We can use subtle energies to call everything to us. And as we're calling things to us and manifesting them, we are co-creating these new situations in our reality. There is no need for multitasking and juggling many things at once. Instead, it's a new outlook on how to move the energy in several different areas at once. Follow one path, one task, one passion as far as the energy supports us. And when the energy slows down and something else gets our attention and we use our awareness to see the energy in that, then we follow that task or passion until that slows down. What happens with humans is we get into the self-judgment and self-criticism about, well, I didn't get this done. Now I've completed 80% of 10 things. And we start getting down on ourselves, and our ego mind pops up and says, oh, you never complete anything and you're not getting farther ahead. No, that is not true. It's a matter of changing our limiting beliefs. Multidimensionality is being able to do many things at once. But since we are in 3D and based on linearity, then everything for us is A, then B, then C. Multidimensionality is A and B and C all at once. In client sessions, souls are telling me several things at once, and I can download all of it because in soul communication, just as in bilocating, I am used to doing multiple things at once, but it's not multitasking. Multitasking is jumping from here to there without giving anything your full attention. Multidimensionality is fully participating in multiple things at once. So when souls are downloading information on 3 different topics at once to me, I'm fully present with all 3 things. I realize that in order to tell the client, I have to speak in linear terms because it's telepathically coming to me all at once. But unless I can send them the pictures, I cannot download to clients what their souls download to me. So I translate it into linear. How do we get from multitasking to multidimensionality? By releasing all self-judgment and self-criticism and the way we let the brain and the ego mind get in the way and judge you for not finishing one task and feeling very spacey or very erratic, feeling like you're bouncing around from this to that, feeling like you're not getting anything done. Instead, follow your passion for each one of the tasks you're doing. Give it your full attention, your full energy, your full awareness until you realize the energy is waning. And with your awareness, when the energy does start to fade, you step back and you follow the next passion coming up and you move into another task. You learn that task A at 60% gave you enough information and energy that when you did shift your focus to task B, that 60% of A gave you the background to go farther in B. So then when the energy wanes in task B and you start feeling called to task C, you notice that you've got even more information and energy from A and B to complete C. So it's not bouncing around. It is fully focusing on each one and using your awareness to realize that you are building upon each one to come to a completion of all 3, perhaps at the same time. Multitasking is dead because the idea of judging yourself and feeling erratic and feeling inept and juggling, that's what's dead. How you think about multiple tasks is dead. It is time in your ascension journey to let go of all of that judgment and criticism and step into the open awareness and faith and trust and believe and support of multidimensionality and become curious. Be like a child with that childlike curiosity. If you take 6 toys and lay them in a semicircle in front of a toddler, they will play with one, perhaps for a minute or 2, and then they'll move to another one, and then they'll move to another one, and they will try out all of them and go back and forth. They are following their enjoyment. They're following their curiosity. And as they're playing with one, they're downloading all of that information, and then they're going to another. They're using that information and downloading more. It is time to return to childlike curiosity. Be aware of your energy, of what feels the best, of what you want to pursue at the moment. Pursue that, and as the energy wanes, recognize that you are complete in that task for now, and you are taking your energy and your focus to another task. And realize how your tasks build upon each other and how you are collectively gathering all the information from all the tasks until you will be able to switch back and forth very quickly, very easily, and be able to find a culmination of the energy and the information from all tasks. That's what I do in bilocating. That's what I do in sessions when I'm talking to your passed on loved ones and your guides and your angels and your soul. My office could be full of beings, and they're all standing there talking to me. And you could say I bounce from one to the other, but it's not bouncing. It's a beautiful connection where I'm fully present with one, although I can see and feel and sense all the others in the room. And then I move to another. So I am always fully present with all of the beings in the room, even if I take turns listening. I'm still getting downloads from all the other beings that I'm not listening to their words at the moment. I'm still getting the full picture. I am just focusing on one and then another because I am moving in a linear fashion in 3D into the multidimensional information that all of your guides are giving me in a session. So, next time you have a whole list and you start to feel like you're being erratic or you're not getting any one thing done or you are bouncing back and forth, pause, step back, and tell yourself, let's go multidimensional and feel the energies and follow them from thing to thing. Feel better about your methods. Trust yourself, support yourself, and it will get easier and easier because we are moving into multidimensionality. Time is dissolving. It is going so fast. It is disappearing sometimes, especially when you get lost in a task. We are moving into multidimensionality. And when you take away all of that judgment and criticism and replace it with faith and trust and self-support and, dare I say, self-love, you will find that multitasking is replaced with multidimensional action and energy. So try it. Open your awareness, set your intention to be fully present with each task, and with love move from one to the other. And let me know in the comments how that works for you.